Welcome back. All right, it is moment of truth time, and I'll start. I have Ohio State, and I know I'm going to get the looks. I have Ohio State meeting Georgia in the national title game. I have Ohio State getting by, obviously, Tennessee. They got the toughest road. They got to beat Tennessee, we assume. Then they're going to have to beat Oregon, obviously.
That's right.
And then who would they get in the third?
Texas.
Texas.
If you have Texas winning.
You know what? They owe Quinn Ewers. They win that. And then they're going to get the payback game with Georgia. Yes, I'm going to bring it up. Marvin Harrison Jr. will help them. He will channel them because there is no targeting if that wasn't targeting at him.
I'll say this. The top of the bracket is ridiculous. I'm sitting here looking. The bottom of the bracket, Penn State could make it to the title game. Goodness gracious, the two toughest teams are Georgia and Penn State. That's a wild thing to say.
Who do you have?
I was thinking, Dom. I was trying to stall, like when you're ordering at a restaurant.
Who do you have?
Ohio State, Oregon, the winner of that game. Whoever wins that wins the national title. I think it's probably the winner of that in Georgia.
You're one of these guys that goes to McDonald's and doesn't know what he wants.
Well, I sit there and I stall. How's your day? When's McRib coming back? Tell me more about the snack wrap.
I feel that about you.
Timmy, how do you see it?
Yeah, so I've got Ohio State winning their first round matchup against Tennessee, and I don't know. It's just this feeling. It's just the vibe that I still have from what's kind of hanging over the program. They've got their chance here. I desperately want to be proven wrong, but it's always about the SEC and the Big Ten, and we yell about the SEC, how they're not as deep as they look to be, but yet most times in the last 20 years, one of their teams wins the national championship. I mean, it's an overwhelming number of SEC national championships over the last 20, 25 years.
So who's in the national title?
I have Texas and Georgia in the national title. Texas, Oregon, Penn State, Georgia in the Final Four.
It's coming from the man that didn't know the accent Ohio and Georgia.
All right. Dane, we'll just moving on, Dane. How do you have it? Who's in your national championship?
I feel I'm going to disappoint you because I actually, as I'm looking at this, I see Timmy's path there. What I have,
Nicole, we're moving on. Let's talk.
I have Ohio
Let
State
the man speak.
beating Tennessee, and I have them taking care of Oregon because I think it's going to be hard for that Oregon team to beat them again. I think in the semifinal, Texas, if healthy, could be a tough matchup for them. That's who they would see. I have Texas winning that one, and I do have Georgia just because the path is so easy in the lowest part. I can't justify sending Penn State all the way through. I haven't seen them beat a ranked team this year, have they?
I don't think I've seen them ever beat a ranked team.
This sets up so nicely for them. But if I'm saying they might beat Boise State, I don't think Penn State beats Georgia. I have Texas, Georgia. I'm also going to crown Texas.
All right. Now, Miss Nicole,
Hey,
how about them dogs?
We did SEC for you.
Dogs have an easy
I am an
pass.
SEC girl. I went to the SEC, but I'm in Columbus now, and this is what I think, okay? I disagree with you, Tim. This is what I think right now. Ohio State is going to go face Oregon. They've got payback on the line. They're wanting to get it done. They get it done. Then they move on. They face Texas. Quinn Ewers, he has not really impressed me that much. They're going to beat Texas. Ohio State and Georgia in the national championship. Georgia could be without their starting QB1, Carson Beck.
That's
then
true.
it's Gunnar Stockton. I'm concerned. And the Georgia defense has not impressed me from years past. So Ohio State wins the national championship.
There you go. That's my girl.
Gentlemen.
See, I just wanted to tee her up to be the hero. That's what that was my actual bracket.
That was well done.
That was my actual.
There you go. Hey, keep it on 10 TV, 10 TV Plus, 97.1 The Fan. Listen to him every day, 6 o'clock.
Listen to him
Buckeye
some days.
Show, and he's in there.